Pokemon's newest set, Lost Origin, just came out about a few weeks ago, and I'm sure you guys have piles and piles of bulk lined up of which cards to send in as bulk and stuff like that. In today's video, guys, we're going to talk about some cards that you should pull out of that bulk and not send in as bulk, because these cards actually have some significant value to them that you will be wasting by sending them in. Let's talk about it. What is going on, guys? Jimmy wrote a video today, and I hope you guys are enjoying your day. It is Wednesday. In today's video, we're going to talk about which cards to not send in as bulk. What I mean by that is if you send your commons and uncommons, you usually get like 2 cents or 3 cents or wherever it is. I know it's dropped significantly. Then you have the hollows, which are more like 11 cents, and I think the rares are like 7 cents. I'll give you like a preview right here. Commons and uncommons have declined so much in value because of how much is out there. But you're going to be surprised to find out at some of these prices of some of these cards. Let's take a look. So we're going to start this list off with some of the uncommons and commons that you would get 2 cents for. So as you can see on screen right here, now these prices do tend to change. Keep that in mind because of the meta and because, I don't know, they just change because there's so many of them out there. But take a look at this. So we're going to start off this list off a colorless experiment. I think I'm saying that right. As you see right here, this card is 26 cents. You're probably wondering, Jim, why am I worried about 26 cents for a Pokemon card? It's simple, because this card is going to be in a lot of packs. This card is 26 cents. You are getting, what, 2 cents for it? You're losing literally like so much money on that. You're losing 24 cents of your 26 cents. If you really want to get technical with this card, the reverse holo is going to be even more, as you see on the screen right here. That's probably a little harder to pull, but for 26 cents, you can definitely get a bunch of them and sell them on eBay. Some people may want to trade for them. Who knows? Maybe someone's a colorless experiment collector. I don't know. But definitely keep this card and not send it in for 2 cents. Now, if you're going to get like 15 to 20 cents, even 10 cents, yeah, it'll be different. But 2 cents for this card, and you have like, say you have 100 of these cards. Just say you have 100. What are you going to get? 100 times 2 cents, that is what, $2 versus 20-something dollars. There's a big difference. Keep that in mind. Alright, up next we got the Mirage Gate card. I'm sure this is a playable card. I've heard about this card being playable. This is something I've seen in like literally every pack. 24 cents. Keep in mind, though, that is still something you do not want to throw out the window if you have 100 of them. If you have 100 of them, you're looking at $24 versus what? Like $2. Just keep that in mind. Don't want you guys to lose out on some significant value to these bulk cards that you should send. Here's something really interesting about the Mirage Gate. Look at the reverse holo price. $4 nearly. I've pulled some 5 or 6 of these so far. $5 nearly. I think it's $4 or $5. See on the screen right here? What is reverse holo worth? Like 7 cents? Keep that in mind. That is definitely an added extra to this video. The reverse holo Mirage Arena is something you do not want to lose sight of, because you're going to lose even more if you send a 6-cent card in for reverse holo versus what, $4. That is just astronomically insane. Say you have 10 of them, so 10 times $4 is $40, right? Yeah, so you look at 10 times what, 6 cents? That's 60 cents. Like, you definitely gotta be careful when it comes to these reverse holos as well. Up next, we're gonna do the rare Pokemon cards from Lost Origin. Now, there's only 2, but there's 2. These 2 really make a significant value, especially the one if you send it as bulk. The first one is Cramorant. Now, Cramorant is not the most popular Pokemon. Obviously, it's a ripoff of Toucan Sam. Who knows what you want to call this guy at this point. Yeah, for 94 cents, and you're getting, what, 7 cents? Yeah, there's a huge difference there. Some people on eBay might even pay over $1 for this card. You don't know. Like, obviously, it's probably more than 94 cents if it's maybe a playable card. I don't know. 94 cents versus 7 cents. Let me know in the comment section below if you really think a Cramorant is worth keeping for 94 cents to sell, or do you think it's worth just bulking for 7 cents? I mean, I never in a million years thought a Cramorant would be something to be over $1 almost in a rare slot. That's really cool, because it's not that hard to pull, because in a lot of the packs when it's rare. Speaking of rare, Comfey is a big no-no. Do not send this card in. This card is nearly $2.50. This is, I've seen 10, 20 of these things, and sending these in as bulk is a big mistake. This card carries, what, a $2 value. Sending it in for 7 cents, again, a bigger mistake than the Cramorant initially, because 94 cents is bad enough to send in for 7 cents, but sending the Comfey in for 7 cents and it's $2.20, you get the picture. That's just throwing, they're just pretty much throwing money out the window at that point. Alright, guys, up next, you might be saying, why am I talking about holo rares? A lot of people send in bulk, not just because of commons and uncommons, because there's rares, like I just talked about before, and there's also holo rares. Holo rares do carry a higher amount of money when you send them as bulk. You get like I think 11 cents to 13 cents, which is great. But these two cards here, especially the one I'm about to tell you about, you might want to really take this card out of your bulk pile and put it in a binder to trade, put it in a sleeve to sell, whatever you want to do. This card, let's talk about the first one that's the least amount. Gengar Hollow, I mean, it's a given, it's a Gengar. He does have a Trainer Gallery card in the set, so maybe that's why this is so cheap. But this is a Hollow, and for $1.44, it is still better than getting 13 cents. And initially, yes, I know you're probably thinking, it's still a lot of money for 13 cents for a Hollow, which it is, but this card is nearly $1.50, so if you think about it, you're pretty much throwing money out the window with this one as well. This next one I'm going to tell you about is something you really need to check your bulk pile to see if you have. Sableye. Sableye Reverse Hollow or Sableye Hollow. This card, listen to this price, is almost $3.50 for what, 13 cents? Think about this. This is another mistake that people are going to make with bulk if they're doing hollows. So take out the Gengar and take out the Sableye from the bulk pile when you're doing the hollows, and you can see a big difference in how much money you can make back versus throwing it in there for 2 cents or 10 cents or whatever amount of cents. I know the hollows are worth more, but you get the point. It's definitely not worth it. Final thing we're going to talk about in today's video is the V cards and whatever other cards, the ultra rares. Now keep in mind, I know a lot of people hang on to these cards, they store them, they trade them, they sell them. I don't think a lot of people send these in as bulk, but I have sent a lot of these cards in as bulk because they are either 50 cents to $1, which is great. But the standard V card goes for what, 50 cents right now? Let's talk about one that could really be a problem if you bulk this card. Giratina V. Okay, listen to this price. This card is playable, so not a lot of people are going to sell this card. It's like $6. Like, that's crazy. 50 cents for $6. I'm sure everyone knows not to send that one as bulk because it is playable and it is a $6 card. Also, the Kyurem V and the Zoroark V are other ones that are over $1. Not crazy amount, but if you're taking 50 cents, you could get $1.50. That's up to you. That's not really a big difference, but the Giratina is a must not to do that with. And then the other one, this one, I have seen a lot of people, I've talked to a lot of people who send Vmax cards and thinking they're worthless because they're usually $2 or $3 for 50 cents. Listen to this one. The Kyurem Vmax is $7 and some change on the screen right here. This card is the only Vmax in the set. Why? It carries a value because it's the only Vmax left in the Pokemon right now. Like, that's the only one in the set right now. So Kyurem Vmax and Giratina V, if you're new to Pokemon and new to the bulk system, do not send those two in especially. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I went over commons and uncommons, rares, went over hollows, even went over Vs, and I went over a VMAX card itself. Let me know in the comment section below if you've ever sent any of these cards in as bulk. I have done a previous video about, what, like a year ago, about Sword and Shield, I forget what set it was, cards you should not bulk. This will continue to be a series about which cards to send in as bulk, because it is kind of tricky. I know TCG players there to help you, but you got to really dig deep to find some of these prices and some of these reverse hollow prices. Let me know in the comment section below if there's any other cards you could add to this list and not send it in as bulk. Obviously, if we're going into the whole Sword and Shield era, there's Rebel Clash cards, Fusion Strike cards, and stuff like that. If you want to see that video, I can do a whole Sword and Shield breakdown of all the cards not to bulk in maybe next week's video. Stay tuned for that. Alright guys, stay awesome, stay positive, most of all stay safe, and I hope this video really helped you guys out. This list, do not bulk these cards. Definitely look elsewhere to do something with these cards. Alright, peace out guys.